Keep creating. The world yearns to celebrate your next masterpiece. Real magic can never be made by offering someone else's liver. You must tear out your own and not expect to get it back. Your heart is the size of an ocean. Go find yourself in its hidden depths. Don't panic. It's normal to get lost every once in a while. Caught up in a whirlwind, sometimes winds too get lost. You not wanting mu is the beginning of muting myself, thank you. Do good. Live in the most positive and joyful way possible every day. If we didn't fear the truths we didn't hear, we'd lose the need to fear the ones we did. I'd rather have cancer than a dishonest heart, which isn't being pious, just practical. Cancer may cool you, but the other's sure to. If the highest aim of a captain were to preserve his ship, he would keep it in port forever. What we achieve inwardly will change outer reality. Doing the right things is a calling from your highest self. Do it as you are. The scientific spirit is of more value than its products, and irrationally held truths may be more harmful than reasoned errors. Chaos is more freedom, in fact, total freedom, but no meaning. I want to be free to act, and I also want my actions to mean something. Faith is believing in something you know isn't true. It's a good idea always to do something relaxing prior to making an important decision in your life. The only man who never makes mistakes is the man who never does anything. Anyone who does anything creative is always going to want to change. Be like seeds. Do not see dirt thrown at you as your enemy, but as ground to grow. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Finding one important thing in your life doesn't mean you have to give up all the other important things. You will find the key to success under the alarm clock. If stars needed the sky's permission to shine, the universe would be a very dark place. Our whole life is a meditation of our last decision, the only decision that matters. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. What is considered impossible is someone else's opinion. What is possible is my decision. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. The worst thing about being lied to is knowing you weren't worth the truth. The right mindset is the first step towards the journey. The truth is never what you want it to be, little fox. People who work in an environment where doing their best is recognized have a better chance of feeling good about their work. I don't need a lot. I just want to find my peace. Life is not measured by what you have. It's measured by what you give. The greatest pleasure in life is doing what people say you cannot do. Looking at beauty in the world is the first step of purifying the mind. Devour your fears or they will devour you. Fear is a lie. Stop believing lies. Life is a drama full of tragedy and comedy. You should learn to enjoy the comic episodes a little more. The harder you fall, the heavier your heart. The heavier your heart, the stronger you climb. The stronger you climb, the higher your pedestal. Being liked for the way you looked is worse than not being liked at all. The life where nothing was ever unexpected, or inconvenient, or unusual. The life without color, pain, or past. You've a good heart. Sometimes that's enough to see you safe wherever you go, but mostly, it's not. A wind that blows aimlessly is no good to anyone. I was always looking outside myself for strength and confidence, but it comes from within. It is there all the time. Knowledge and error flow from the same mental sources. Only success can tell one from the other. We may have all come on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. There is no fate which cannot be surmounted by scorn. That is why enemies can be great motivators. They serve as fuel for your fire. To know how much there is to know is the beginning of learning to live. Keberuntungan yang berlebihan selale min gundang dinky. If you start by promising what you don't even have yet, you'll lose your desire to work towards getting it. Some use drugs to silence the pain. Others use them to feel the pain they silenced. Just like the sun dispels the shadows of the night each morning, embracing your heart's true desire is the only way to dispel fear and doubt. Don't dwell on things. Don't stay in one place too long. It was the only way to stay ahead of sadness. Our business in life is not to succeed, but to continue to fail in good spirits. Sometimes you just have those days where everything goes wrong. But sometimes, and totally unexpectedly, something can go right. Nothing is too late, till the tired heart shall cease to palpitate. Life swings like a pendulum backward and forward between pain and boredom. Again and again I will suffer. Again and again I will get back on my feet. I will not be defeated. I won't let my spirit be destroyed. I do not like to repeat successes. I like to go on to other things. Our most significant opportunities will be found in times of greatest difficulty. This is what comes of having a heart, even a very small and young one. It causes no end of trouble, and that's the truth. If the road is easy, you're likely going the wrong way. The elegance under pressure is the result of fearlessness. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. The best way to prepare for life is to begin to live. When you're screwing up and nobody says anything to you anymore, that means they've given up on you. Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go do it. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. There is no greater sorrow than to recall happiness in times of misery. You can have everything you want if you can put your heart and soul into everything you do. Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive. Life is not about perfection. It's about persistence. Truth that came too late was as useful as a meal to a dead man. People don't realize how a man's whole life can be changed by one book. Being grateful does not mean that everything is necessarily good. It just means that you can accept it as a gift. Intelligence alone is not nearly enough when it comes to acting wisely. Life changes very quickly, in a very positive way, if you let it. Savor everything. Cling to nothing. Live now, because living then won't be any better. Facts do not cease to exist because they are ignored. Grateful people are happy people. The more things you are grateful for, the happier you will be. It is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not weakness, that is life. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. When the world throws rocks at you, turn them into diamonds. A whetstone, though it cannot cut, may sharpen a knife that will. Sed nescio quomodo nihil tam absurd dici potest quod non dicator ob aliquo filis forum. Never give up. Things that you keep dreaming about will happen one day. Sing your life. Any fool can think of words that rhyme. When life places stones in your path, be the water. A persistent drop of water will wear away even the hardest stone. Life is half delicious yogurt, half crap, and your job is to keep the plastic spoon in the yogurt. The moment you stop trying to become a better person is the moment you start to become worse than what you already are. You rely too much on brain. The brain is the most overrated organ. If at first you don't succeed, you're doing it wrong. Learn from the experience. Try again, but with a different approach. We're never called on to do what hurts. We just do what hurts out of ignorance and habit. Once we see what we're doing, we can stop. Time is simply the measurement of human progression against that of existence. It takes a while, but all of us will find our path. That day is not far away. In all debates, let truth be thy aim, not victory or an unjust interest. People are going to say what they want to say and think what they want to think, and I can't change their minds. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Never break or fold. That's what it takes to be major. All paths are present, always, and we can but choose among them. Faith is not belief in spite of evidence, but a life in scorn of the consequences. When life takes away, something of greater value is always given in return.